It is absolutely not necessary to write every single day. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. This week I want to talk to you guys about my tips for writing consistently. So before I get into this video, I want to talk about something a little more serious and just kind of make an announcement for my channel. If you are commenting on my page and I am interacting with you and I stop interacting with you, that is not an excuse to go find my personal email and message me there. It is not an excuse to use different platforms to try to reach me, especially when I am blocking you. I am a person and I don't want to have to maintain blocking the same person again and again. It's inappropriate and it is crossing a boundary. For the most part, this has not been an issue on my channel, and I love doing these videos and interacting with all the different people that watch my videos. But if this is the situation that you find yourself in, know some boundaries and know when somebody is clearly projecting that they do not want to interact with you, because it will just get you blocked. Okay. Now that that is out of the way, let's get into the fun stuff for this video. So the first thing I want to say is that it is absolutely not necessary to write every single day. Every single writer is going to have their own routine that works for them. For some people, that means writing every single day. I personally try to write every single day because it works for me. There's no reason you have to write a specific amount to consider yourself a writer or to consider your writing valuable. If you want to make writing your career, you definitely need to be writing consistently, but what consistently means is different for every single writer. So just start with that. There isn't pressure on a specific amount of time you need to be writing or how often you need to be writing. As long as you're getting words on the page, that's what's important. And as long as you're getting enough words to make the goals that you need to for whatever you're trying to do with your writing, whether that is career-wise or whether that's just you want to get a story out. So just let's start with that presumption on the rest of the video. And here we go. Here are my tips for consistent writing. The first thing that's really important here is to make writing a priority. And I know that that sounds really obvious, like, yeah, if you want to write consistently, make it a priority. But you have to make it a conscious priority in your mind. So it's so easy to miss out on writing because that feels like a leisure activity or it feels like a hobby. And in reality, that's how writing gets pushed all the way to the bottom. And I find that a really great way to do this, which brings us right into tip number 2, is to set aside specific time for writing. So you might say, I want to write an hour every day, or I want to write these hours throughout the week, or whatever it is. Or you might just say, I want to write from these hours on specific days. Find specific time that you can dedicate towards your writing. It will make it feel like a priority. It will have your full focus be there on your writing, and you'll be able to just really get into it exactly how you need to. The next thing I think is so important for keeping a consistent writing schedule is to take breaks when you need them. Nobody's able to just go all the time. And if you don't take breaks when your body is telling you you need it or when your brain is telling you you need it, you're just going to run into burnout. So if you're finding that you're like resisting writing or something like that, take a few days, or if you write once a week, take a couple weeks, whatever you need to make the writing feel enjoyable again. You don't want to be dragging yourself to write. For example, for me recently, I write every day, and I went on a trip with some friends for a few weeks and intended to write every single day while I was there too, and it just didn't work out. And so instead of fighting that and trying to force it, I just was like, you know what? I'm going to take the break. I'm going to give myself a couple weeks off, let my brain clear from it, and now I'm jumping right back into it, and I'm feeling so energized to do my writing, and I'm so excited about my project and everything that I'm doing. So this break has been so helpful for me, and I wouldn't have taken it if it hadn't fallen into my lap. So definitely pay attention to when those breaks come up or when you need to take them. Another thing that can be really great for keeping you writing consistently is to find either a writing group or just something that keeps you motivated to write. Writing groups are great because you're all working together and you can feed off of each other, and it just keeps that creative energy going. They're also great for getting feedback on your writing. But if that's not something you're ready for, or you don't have the time commitment for, or not something available to you, another thing you can do is just find other things that really motivate you to write. So on my TikTok account, I write every single day and I do it on camera because it motivates me to write, and the idea behind it is to help other writers get motivated to write by seeing somebody else doing it. So if you're interested in following along there, you can find that account linked in the description of this video. And the last thing that I want to talk about that is so important and something that doesn't always get talked about, but write about something that you care about. So often we hear, oh, this doesn't sell, this does sell, people like to read this, people don't like to read this, whatever. And that's all fine and dandy, but if you have a passion to write about something that other people don't want to read about, whatever, or doesn't sell, who cares? You're not going to write well about something you don't care about. And you're not going to be able to keep the writing consistent because it's going to feel terrible and awful and like drag you down. So write about things that you care about, write about things that you're passionate about, and again, get you motivated to write, because that's where you're going to find the most authentic writing, and that's where you're going to find writing that feels like the writer cares, because you do. And another thing that I found to be really great to keep my motivation for writing up is to follow different accounts about writing. So this is a great one to start with. I've been following screenwriters on Twitter, and I just love seeing what everybody talks about, and it just gets me motivated to keep working on my writing, keep going with it, and write every single day and write whenever I can. So if you can find different accounts on different social medias or anything like that, that's another great way to just keep yourself into writing. So if you guys like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and go ahead and leave a comment about what you do to keep your writing consistent. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye!